Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's match. It's going to be France versus Poland, still in the eSailing Nations Cup round robin. And first up is, as usual, the 2v2 mixed star race. And didn't introduce myself. My name is Oscar, and with me tonight is Alberto. Alberto, how are you doing?
Hi, Oscar. I'm doing amazing. Thank you. What about you?
I'm doing great. Excited for this. I think it's going to be a tight match. We've
Yeah,
seen Poland.
I believe it too.
Yeah, we've seen Poland increasing in level. We've seen the French doing better than their first game as well.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be a battle till the end. And let's talk a bit about the roster on both teams. It's gonna be Attila Kila and Shidwofin on the
Yeah.
Polish side, and we know both of these players very well.
Yeah,
And on
they're
the French
really,
side,
really strong player.
yeah, and on the French side is going to be Julie Fra and Barbie 22. A very fast player, Julie Fra and Barbie 2022 is 22. Sorry, is going to be the I'm going to say the go-to female player on the French side. We've seen her at almost every Nations Cup, and she is definitely pulling her weight and managing to get some points in for
Yeah.
the French. And it is a go in this first race, a penalty on Shidwolfen. And Chris 1707D, good evening to you. Hope you're well. What is your prediction for tonight, actually?
Yeah, exactly. Is he going to get it this time? But you know, he's Hawkeye guy. Hawk guy, right?
Is
Is
it Hawkeye?
yeah, he's the English guy.
Okay, I thought Hawkeye had another Twitch account.
I think it's his account. So
So Chris
4-3 Poland.
1707 is predicting 4-3 for Poland. We will see about that. So far,
Ah,
it is Aquila Antila controlling Barbie. Julie Fra alone on the right. And where's Shidwofin? Shidwofin is a bit behind them. He did have difficulties at the start with the penalty given to him, I
yeah.
think, from Julie Fra. And we see
I think, to be
Aquila
honest,
Antila is
he
in front
did
of Barbie.
everything by himself. He bear away on Julie Fra, and he get the penalty over there. So
Right. Well, we'll see how that changes. We do see the two Polish quite close to Barbie, and Julie Fra was a bit distant away, but he is getting closer, and he's going to cross paths with the rest of the fleet.
and this is an interesting question. See, Antila is doing a straight team racing from moment one, forgetting about the first position, forgetting about Julie Fra, going for slowing down Barbie to make sure that she will be the last one, and you know, in this case, they have a really good chance for this. Look at Aquila going really far away to bring
Yep.
Julie
Unfortunately,
Farah really far.
she
So
does take the
Slidelo have the
penalty.
better.
She does take
She's
the
fine.
penalty, and Barbie also takes the penalty. It's going to be one penalty on each side. And Mournier and Titouan sur l'Océan, thank you for the follow. And Chris 1707, I really hope the Polish give them a really good run for their money. Poland been training hard. I'm with them. Good luck.
Yeah, I totally agree, and we saw it also with the Italians. They have a lot of possibility to finish at least 4-3, if not even winning the event against Italy. So I believe that Poland right now is the country that have a lot of possibility to be in the top four.
Yeah, a lot of potential on this Polish side. We do see Attila Aquila kind of keep sailing away. She is far ahead, so she's out of the French wind shadows. Julie Fry is going to chase on Shiloh, and there's going to be a dance between the two of them. Barbie is going to go straight towards the mark. Obviously, in a 2v2 repeated every time, but a 1 in 4, well, a tie. So 1 in 4 and 2v3 is going to lose the round for the 1 in 4, so the 2v3 will win. So the first position in a 2v2 can be quite risky if you're not in sync with your teammate.
I believe at the moment both Antila Aquila and Barbie are doing the right thing. They just needed to keep a position in the front, so in case they can come back on the last upwind to help their teammates.
Yep.
And so even if we're looking right now at the battle between Jedwo and Julie Fra, is not that important. It's changed a little bit because at the moment the Polish have the advantage, but
Yeah.
until the last upwind, we do not know how much Barbie can. In this position, Barbie could help in the upwind. So actually, she is waiting and is doing good on waiting. Even Antila
Yeah.
should be waiting a little bit.
Well, we do see Antila slowing down
But they
slightly
need
at the
to keep
top.
their position. Yeah.
Yeah. Top Barbie is actually coming back to help her teammate Julie Fra, who took the penalty from Shidwell. And Mr.
Yeah.
Salt Life 17, hello to you. Nice to see you in the chat. I hope you're doing well.
At the
And
moment, Trap Barbie, she put herself in a difficult position because if she gets the penalty and Judo can run away, they have 1-2, the Polish, and it's impossible to get the position on the upwind for them.
yep, well,
For the
it is
French.
exactly as you said. Shidwa did put the penalty on Barbie, so is now in front of the two French, but he is being slowed down considerably by the wind shadows of the Star. Famous boat for that, and going back to attack Barbie. And we see that Attila Ankila has not rounded the mark, and she's still waiting to see kind of what is going to happen up there in the middle of the fleet of the leg. And this time it's going to be Julie
Judo
Fra
should be
who's going towards the
attacking,
mark.
should be diving now and go for the mark. So you can keep at least the third position.
Yeah, we see that Julie Fra is positioning himself to potentially come back and attack Shidwa to put the penalty on him. We do see Attila Ankila. Did she round the mark? Looks like she did round the mark, so she's not going to be capable of helping her teammate in this leg.
It's fine. At the moment, I should have the right position. So look, Antilla is coming now, coming on starboard while the French will be on portboard.
Yep, it's a nice setup if she can pull it off. And
Yeah.
Shidwotak Trijmaj is Polish. Unfortunately, do not understand it, but I'm assuming it's gonna is supporting his Polish teammate. And I was gonna say the penalty was long to be applied, but it is a penalty on Barbie and the two Polish in front of the two French.
Yeah. I'm not sure though if the first point will go to Poland at the moment, because still Julie Fra is really close. Jude would need to break the overlap here. He is fine. He is fine. He can bring him back, and penalty for the French.
Yep. Well played from him, putting the Polish in a much more comfortable position as they start this last upwind. It's going to be an upwind finish in this N-shaped course. And so now they're probably going to control each of them, their players. So Shidwo is above Julie Fra and Attila Ankila is above Trap Barbie. And they're likely just going to try to control them, stay in sync with them, and attacking when they attack, making sure that they stay in their wind shadow.
Actually, is what French they wanted the Polish to do, because every attack they lose a little bit.
Yep.
And if Attila Aquila needed to cover Trap Barbie really, really hard, if they want to continue to do that, staying in that position is not helpful because there is the risk that Trap Barbie can take the position, and this can give a lot of trouble to the Polish team.
Yep. Well, it is going to be this last reach for Attila Ankila and Barbie towards the finish line. Julie Fra and Shadow Finn are going to have to attack once more. Well, Shadow Finn is going to have to attack once more, and I think that was really well played so far by the Polish. I do think it's going to be very hard for the French to still come back from this, because I don't see any of the Polish are going to end up last. They might steal the second place, the French, but that's not going to be enough to win them the round.
Yeah, correct. Well done to Natalia. Well done to Szydło. Amazing race by the Polish. The French could have done a little bit better, but not much, to be honest. Really,
well, we're still in the
masterclass in team racing from the Polish.
We're still in the round robin, so there's no knockout yet. So it is time to practice, to analyze, and see what went wrong. So I'm betting that both the teams are gonna come back to this live and analyze what they could have done better. So
Yeah,
far, it is
absolutely.
the first round going for Poland. So it's a 1-0
Yeah.
Poland in this 2v2 mixed star race.
So for the second match, we will have 3v3 Ilka. If you don't mind, I will go for the roster, where we
Go for
have
it.
Alex Kowalski, Azir, and Haikalea against Jakub Podgorny, Andrei 1802. So I believe this one, the French have an amazing roster. What do you think?
Well, yeah, it definitely looks like they've put some really good players in this lineup. Alex, Acer, both former world champions in the eSailing World Championship. Both very well. Acer has a very good team race knowledge and team race experience. So does Alex K. Alcalea is not a unknown player either. He does have his own level, and is definitely a hard hitter in this French team.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying they have the best team, two world champion. Nothing to go against the Polish team, but two world champion, mate. How you can go with that? There is there are other countries that have two world champions.
Italy, maybe?
Italy have only Filippo.
Okay.
Luka Kozlovic was third. Rocco, me, Amos. We attended the final, but that's it. Spain have Carlos. And Cardona. Even Spain have two.
So maybe the Spanish have two as well. Well, we see a couple of messages in the chat from several Polish players saying well done to the Polish. They did race very well in this first race, and then I see Fiance Shiloh so sexy right now. France can't handle. And Rick also saying well done Poland. Yep. Well, all players are in, and it is time to start. So race number 2 is a go in this 3v3 Ilka.
Yeah. So, but I see Boris saying go Frenchy. Actually,
Boris will go
even
Frenchy,
if,
yeah.
So it's time to jinx it. What's your prediction for the total results here?
For this one.
No,
this race total. Only, or in total. In total, I'm gonna say the opposite of what Chris said. I'm gonna say 4-3 for the French.
I think the same, to be honest. Even if to be honest, the French have a lot of quality from the past, like a super strong sailor like Crickville, Stéphane Gazan, Slav Nice, Jinsu, Breast Power, Julie Fra, Capitonio, Hecalea. All players coming from a really, really amazing past, but with these new courses, I don't think it matters anymore.
For sure, it kind of puts everything. We have to learn again how to do it, and it is a penalty on Alcalea for touching the mark, but just before he manages to penalize Jakub.
Yeah, but also a penalty on Azir.
Penalty on the right-hand side. Azir from Simus.
Yeah. Alec is doing an amazing job there, but a down, I will have done a dial down on Azir in that case.
But it is what Alex K is. It is what Alex K is doing. He's gonna force Zimus to bear away, and Azir is sailing untouched on the right over here. Meanwhile, I think Alcalea is behind the two Polish on the left side of the field. He does have
the
Jakub just above him.
If the left wing shift is staying, The Polish have one too. They have Jakub and Andrei, but the right wing shift is coming, and probably the left wing shift is coming back again. To be honest, this is really hard to call. Probably the two French are in the head, Azir and Kowalski. But the wind is shifting a lot. What do you think?
The wind is shifting a lot, so it's going to be hard to predict and will make sure that you are on the right side of the course. They are going to have to tack over, so if they can gain a few meters thanks to the wind shift, they're going to be coming on starboard, so they will have the priority over those still sailing on port. And maybe they can utilize that, but they might be a bit far to actually use it. We see all the boats getting close to the marks, but I do think it's going to be a Polish boat. Oh, no.
Oh,
No,
nice
no.
move from Jakub.
Yeah.
Azir is going to get the lead.
Yeah, Sir's
If
going to get the
Andrei
lead.
is smart enough. Yeah.
And he's putting the penalty on Andres. And he's slowing down, and that's going to be a friendly fire, is that?
No, it was penalty from Azir.
Penalty from Azir.
Amazing job from Azir, but...
Azir penalizing two Polish players, and suddenly we have two French players at the top of the leaderboard, so they're going to be getting into this downwind leg first. Hi Moritz, nice to see you. It is going to be very interesting how Poland sees. So Poland already won first round in the 2v2 mixed race. Very well played by the two Polish players in that race.
Oh, and battle between on the top between Alec and Zimo.
Was a penalty from Alex on Zimos, and we might have another one between Alcalea and Jakub over here as Alex K is getting closer to his teammate. Acer, meanwhile, is in front, far ahead.
Yeah, but France now need to make sure that they do not do the last one. Yeah. And Azir needed to get the first position.
Well,
Hi, Moritz. I didn't say hello, sir.
They need 1 and 2 or 1 and 3 to guarantee the win.
But if they have the first, they just do not have the last.
Yeah, and if they have first, just make sure that you don't finish last. And I see another penalty on Simus on the back over here from Alex K.
Yeah.
We're going to switch back to Halkalea, who dodged the two Polish, is going to try to avoid the other Polish and manages to steer just enough to invert the penalty and put it on Andres.
Still, Jakub is doing an amazing job. He's running to the mark, so he gets the position before Alcalea. In the meantime, Andrei is covering him, so he is for sure is second. So he have the opportunity to give penalty to Alcalea and slow him down.
He's gonna slow down at the mark, trying to force Alcalea to be in a difficult position.
Yeah, you see, he can laugh up now. He should have laughed up more.
Alcalea
now he has the inside, so it's a good thing for him. Andrei needs to go away from that position, but yeah, you see. Penalty and
penalty on Alcalea. That was well played from Jakub. Alex K, meanwhile, manages to slip in and is going to sail on port. Meanwhile, there was a huge dial down by Acer, penalizing two of the Polish, Andres and Jakub.
Yeah.
Managing
but
to put both of
Jakub
his
can
teammates
still
back in
keep
the race.
Position on Alcalea. If Andrei can hit Alex K. Andrei needed to wait for the right wing shift. Jakub needs to stay on Alcalea. And if the right wing shifting coming, and Andrei can get the position over Alex K, it's amazing. You see, right wing shift is coming. Andrei have the opportunity to go for a dial down. Let's see what's happening here. What? What are you doing?
No dial down from Andres.
No.
He's gonna let Alex K going over. There might be a bit of a shuffle between Jakub and Alex K. Alex K just sailing
To be honest,
smoothly
at the
just
moment
behind.
is winning for the Polish, you know.
It is, yeah. With this current leaderboard, the Polish are going to win.
And to be honest, if I will be Andrei, I will go tuck in front of Alex. You know, just to make sure.
So the Polish
Azir
need
at the
to,
moment is,
yeah, need to keep this position. So
yeah.
they're in a very good position according to
Andrei
the
can
ranking
go
on the
for the
left.
first position at the moment.
Yeah.
Look. Impressive upwind for the Polish. Let's see if
Sarah
they can keep
managed to
the
get
position.
enough speed. If Acer gets first place, they just need to make sure that they don't finish last. It's going to be a very interesting finish. That was a brilliant play from Alex K, just making sure that they guarantee this last place. So the win is actually going to be French. But for a moment there, the Polish actually could have maybe won. And it's going to be 1-4-5 for the French and 2-3-6 for the Polish. Round number 2 goes to France.
To be honest, this was a bad mistake from Zimus. Because he can go straight, he can pass just a little bit behind Alex K, go faster instead of tacking and crossing the line, and it was just fine. But you know, this is the kind of things that Alex K. This is the reason why Alex K is a world champion, and we are not. Let's go for the 4v4 J70 that we will still have Alex, Krikaville, Xavnice, and Capitonio against the captain of the Polish team, Vary, Jedło, Furmanski, and Miecko-Morawski. I believe here we have another good roster.
Have a great roster on both sides. It's going to be hard to pick.
I believe if the I believe on the team side, Polish have a slightly stronger team. On individual, they have Alex that has been an absolute game changer as always. So I believe it's really hard to call. You see, a small mistake like the one before change everything.
Yep.
And but we have Jedło, we have Vary, we have Miecko-Morawski, we miss a Furmanski that is in the chat, so probably he has some problem to connect, but it should be fine in a few seconds that they have left to before the start. I see we have JL that says
JL
right
7
enter.
Right enter. I think he was talking about the shift while we were in a race.
Okay.
Well, 54, all 8 players in. Is Furmanski in control of his boat? I just want to see him easy sail or attack. He does. So it's going to be a go for race number 3.
Yeah. I give you my opinion. What's yours?
Opinion on what?
On this race.
On this race, I think we're going to see a very nice battle as well. As you said, Alex K can be kind of a joker card for on the French side, but then you might have maybe more consistent sailing between the sailors on the Polish side. We've seen them practice a lot between Shadowfin, Vary, Furmanski, Miecko, all very good players. So I'm gonna agree with you, and I say like if they make a small mistake, the French are going to use that to gain the advantage. But if they sail well throughout the whole thing, they can absolutely win this.
Yeah.
24 seconds to the start. We see the 3 French in front of all the Polish with 1 at the back.
Penalty for Miecko, but is too far away.
Yeah, he's gonna go out of the penalty when the gong hits. And
Too
so
early start from Poland. Amazing start for the French,
yeah,
this one.
great start from the French. We see two Polish going on the right over there. Most of the French are going to go left, but one French is going to stay above. That's going to be Criqueville, above the two Polish on the right.
To be honest, I cannot tell you where the win is coming from.
It's going to be very hard to predict and choose which path to take. You have one on the right, you have one on the left.
Yeah. And the one on the left is already on, the one on the right is coming soon. So that's why Alex K is in the lead. Not sure, but I believe Furmansky is in a good second position. But he tucked too early, to be honest. Probably because it was covered. Oh no, because it's another left wing shift coming. Oh my god, they have like 4 different wind shifts in a matter of just seconds is madness. So at the moment, the French are good and bad. The good thing is they have 1-2. The bad thing is in the 1-2, they have Alex K. So the strong player normally needs to be in the back, because if they have 1-2-7-8, is going to be lost.
Yeah, and
At
as we
the
said,
moment,
that
they have
Capitonio took a
1-2-3.
penalty.
Yeah, exactly. He is already in the last position. The thing is, what is Formansky at the moment?
Well,
Having
I do
one, two,
believe,
three.
yeah, I think the French are going to get 1-2-3 on this reaching leg when they round the mark. So if they manage to keep this 1-2-3, then it doesn't really matter if Capitonio is last, I think. If I'm mathing correctly.
No, but Formansky is dangerously close. Oh, come on, leave him some room.
And that was friendly fire from Shadowfin on his teammate Formansky. That's something that you want to avoid. It's something that you want to correct before the knockout stage. Because every team is just going to get better and practice more, and so these kind of mistakes are just going to be costful because your opponents are not going to do them. Why are France not using their M&A skin? I guess they just got used to their pink boats that they've used in the past years.
I don't know what I would call Baptistuma. Just joking. So Jedu at the moment is in a tricky position because he's covered by Formansky and his other teammates.
AC Fine arguing that that Shidwa is right to give the pen. He needs to catch the 3.
Yeah, but was closer. I believe was closer the other one.
Well, they do absolutely need to get one of the French out of this 3rd place and push him down the ranking. Because a 1-2-3 position is a very powerful position.
Nice move from the Polish here attacking
Yeah.
Crickville. At the moment, Crickville do not have any room to jab again. He is covered, he is going really slow, he is going 1 knot less.
It's going to be hard to kind of decide who I want to spectate. Polish are pulling off a really nice move, as you just said, against Crickville.
Yeah.
Slowing him down so much that they're going to be able to pass in front of him. Meanwhile, it was looking like Capitonio was struggling.
Really close.
Yep. Capitonio was struggling behind by battling against Mieszko. And the two
Vary
French
need to
in
give
front,
the penalty.
that is going to be a very close. And it is a penalty on Crickville from Very. Well played by him. The 2 Polish.
No, well
now
done
3
from
Polish.
Capitonio.
over
Yeah,
there.
but well done from Capitonio, because he kept Mieszko Morawski so far away in the back
So
that Crickville cannot finish 7th.
I don't know if that was wanted, because we did see Capitonio take several penalties from Mieszko before. But if that was planned, then that was some high IQ shit. Sorry, high IQ thinking.
Yeah, but at the moment, a big mistake from Vari.
Yeah, struggled a bit. Managed to put to let Creekville sail in front of him. But you're right.
They
If
need to give him a penalty.
yeah, and we're seeing Capitonio's taking another penalty from Mieszko at the back. The Polish needs to slow down Crickville, keep slowing him down, to try to
Well
get
done.
their teammate back and put Crickville in 7th place. By doing so, they did penalize Very, and well, we're gonna see the reaction from Alex K and Kulzevnice, whether they're gonna do it. They're gonna keep sailing forward. They're gonna come back. It looks like they are coming back or slowing down. Covering the two Polish in front of Creekville.
Capitani is coming really, Mieszko is coming really close now. So that's
And
why
where is
they're
Mielko?
coming back.
He's not that far away. Far away, sorry. Capitonio is a bit behind Mieszko.
So we stay on Crickville and see what's going to happen.
Yeah. Alex K became very close to Shidwell.
Yeah.
So I
That's
believe,
why
I believe we're gonna have
Furmanski.
some interesting decision and actions happening in these last few meters.
Because if Shidwell can take the 2nd position, it would be amazing, you know?
Yep.
But Vari needed to give that penalty.
They need to slow Crickville way down to get Mieszko in 6 and push Crickville in 7. As long as Crickville doesn't cross in 7 and the French can maintain their 1 and 2. They're probably just going to try to bait the Polish to do an action or something to then cross the finish line, I believe. Yeah, the two French are going to cross the finish line. Alex K and Kugzev, nice 1 and 2. So it's up for the Polish to slow Crickville down enough to prevent him from reaching to put him in 7th place.
No.
But I think it's a bit
Well
too late right now.
France.
Yep.
Yeah, well done to France. They didn't give him a penalty. They didn't. They tried what they can with only 1 penalty is not enough to catch up 400 meters. They actually slow down as only 9 seconds to Mieszko, but that's not enough.
That's going to be round number 3 for the French.
Yeah. Huh. Well done to the French. This one was an amazing job, my opinion, by Capitonio. Getting the penalty, covering Mieszko, amazing tactic. So Crickville can be penalized how much as you want, and still not losing the last position. 5v5 offshore, my friend. 5v5 offshore.
5v5 offshore is going to be a very interesting one.
Again, Alex, last race for him. Stefan Gazan, Jinsu, Brass Power, and Julie Frank from the French team.
Okay.
From the Polish, we have Vari again, Zimuk for the 2nd race again, Timianek, Furmanski, and Torcinovic. I do not want to seem really harsh, but Furmanski today, he didn't seems really in a good day. What do you think?
I think there were a couple of mistakes, maybe some miscommunication between the players. We do see one of the French with a different skin, so we're going to ask him to change. I think that is what he is doing. In the chat, Mets Bizirash, well done, France, and apparently there's some things to say between David and Matt.
Okay.
So 5v5 Ultra Racer in a smaller course with some very light winds.
Yeah, I believe the experience from the French will prevail on this one. I believe on the 4v4, the Polish have a better handle, but it was a tough match. I believe on the 5v5, French will have easy the lead. What do you think?
I think I'm going to agree that the France might have more potential in getting this this lead, but again, Poland is not going to be a pushover.
No, I'm not saying that it's going to be a pushover, but
we are
this is
still missing,
an old boat.
Still missing one French player. I want to see who it is. Alex is in.
Alex. Stefan.
Stefan is in.
Yeah.
Yansu is in. Breast power is not in, so we're missing breast power. We might want to could you send a message to delay the start?
Yeah.
All right. Wait. He's in.
Okay. Perfect.
I want to make sure that he is in control of his boat, so if he can tack or ease the sails, then it is perfect. He does just that, so it's 5v5, all 10 players are in, and it's a go for race number 4.
Yeah, let's go. I believe the experience from the French in this old boat, this is where the old, strong sailor can excel. So I believe the experience from Jinsu, Julie, Stefan Gazan, because they used to race with this boat a lot, will count a lot. Polish will give them hell, but I will probably see a nice tactic, a nice strategy from the French on this one.
Yep. I actually forgot to thank David Lamal for the follow. Sorry, I missed it. How did Poland already played against Italy, right?
Yep, 5-2.
5-2, I believe it was. Yeah, the final score. So.
Yeah.
I think it could be a nice comparison to trying to figure out if and how the Polish got better, or if and how the French got better. Because all 3 teams have played each other or are playing each other.
Yeah.
We have a disconnect from one of the Polish players.
No, from Gazan.
I see 5 French, but 4 Polish.
Yeah, but I see Gazan also out that is going straight.
Stefan Galzin is yeah, he probably didn't see that he has a false start.
Yeah.
What is the situation then? Are we gonna just continue the race? One disconnect on each side, or?
I believe we can. Yeah.
Okay. So race will continue.
So we have Formansky in the lead. At the moment, we have second position for Timianek, to be honest. So even over there, good position. Oh, he risked a lot in that. He's not overlap anymore. Trap best power have the right of way. Let's see if Timianek can get the control over there.
Yeah, well, the
Best
5v5
power
became
and
a
Alex.
4v4. A lot of penalties on the French side, so that means that the Polish are putting enough pressure on them to break them bit by bit. 5v5 became a 4v4, so their strategy might be a bit different.
Yeah.
And well, it is slow and peaceful for now. Gifra and Petrusinovic
At the moment, is
are
winning
close for the Polish.
But Timianek is really in a really tough position. Even Vari is not a piece of cake for him. And this downwind is really, really amazing, because if they're actually going so high, Jinsu and Timianek, that Timianek can cover. Oh no, you need to free Vari. So you have because Vari now is getting a penalty, right?
Well, he's gonna do his best to avoid it, trying to lure Alex K in, but just decides to take the penalty now.
Yeah.
And Alex K
But at
staying
the
on
moment,
him.
is really grim for the Polish, because at the moment the French are winning.
Yeah, he's gonna cut right in front of Gansuluc. Two French at the mark. First, watch out for friendly fires. There's going to be a mark shot. There is from Alex K, who is stopping and going to put not going to put a penalty on Very, but Very was trying to avoid him a bit too much that he touched the mark. Which means that suddenly three French are in front.
Oh, but now look at Vari. He goes on Jinsu.
Yeah, he's
go on Jinsu. What?
And
disconnection also for Vari.
Disconnected or left. Well, that was an interesting round.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And well, Formatsky is keeping the lead. They will need to push the Polish further back down.
Yeah, but it's really impossible for the Polish to come back. So was a disconnection from the Polish, then a disconnection from the French, then from a really, really great position, and then the disconnects for the Polish, and that's what gave the French the third point. I was right on the kind of the points, but
not
I don't feel right.
Not the way you thought.
Yeah, not the way I thought. I would never have guessed this one. This is things that can happen to the game.
Yeah, it is an online game, so connections are part of that.
Can you go? Can we check? Why we have only 2 DSQ? What about the?
Probably because the game didn't register one of the what was it? One of the Polish. I think it was Zimusp.
Yeah.
So what does that make? Does that make a 9-9 for the Polish and a 1-9 for the French?
I believe will be a 10 for.
Sorry, a 10.
A 10 and an 8 for the Polish, and a 9 for the French, because on the way they disconnect.
Okay.
So let's go for the next one. That will be the Bandits race, the 9v9 49er with a lot of wins, with Barbie, Crickville, Stefan Gazan, Zavnais, Jinsu, Breast Power, Capitonio, Hekale, Black Panther against Antila Aquila, Korba, Zimuk, Andrzej, Timianek, Furmanski, Miecko-Morawski, Turkcinovic, and Jakub Gdorny. So they both bench like the best players, like Zylo, like Vari, for this 9v9. And it will be interesting. We'll see what will happen on the next one.
Yep, 9v9 is going to be a lot closer than Fleet Racing, or closer to Fleet Racing.
Yep.
And well, we've said it in the previous live where some teams are gonna bank on this race to put a lot of their fast players to guarantee this round, and others are gonna do the opposite and reserve their faster players for more tactical rounds.
Yeah.
Not sure what you can say about the rosters of each team if they decided to do a mixture of both or to give the round to the other.
Yeah, I believe they all bench their fastest player, so this is an interesting thing for both the team. And we should start if we're all in.
Yep, 17, all 18 players are in, so it's a go for race number 5. And so far it is 3-1 for France.
Yeah. To be honest, in that 4v4, if Vari disconnected like a few seconds after, so he gave the penalty to Jitsu, was the game changer.
Yeah, it was very close. I don't know if he would have gotten the penalty. It looked like Gasluc might have. You were left. Okay, I thought Gasluc might have been able to escape. But regardless, we're now on the next race, the 9v9 and the 49er. It's going to be a very fast race. We're switching over to the normal upwind downwind race. It's no longer going to be the N shape. So the windward mark is going to be left on port and not on starboard. Well, no one did the mistake yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone suddenly remembers that they have to round it the other way.
Yeah. At the moment, we have a left wind shift coming in with no wind. So that is the trickiest start that you need to do, because if you go on the right, you have more wind. If you go on the left, you have the wind shift. Actually, a right wind shift is coming now, and then a left wind shift is coming later. So I believe a good start from the Polish at the moment.
We do see 2 of them on penalty. We also did see Tim Janik with a late start.
Yeah, but I see in the top 9 players, 5 are from Poland, only 4 from France. To be honest, though, Timianek and Formanski in the last 2 positions are really costly. Those 17 and 18 are really, really a nail in the coffin in this kind of races.
Yep.
At the moment, I believe Capitonio, tacking in front of Stefan Gazan. That was really, really bad. And then tacking in front of Zymuk and then stop him. That was a better move. I cannot understand what's going to happen, because the wind is really intense on the right. You see Turkcinovic going at 12 knots. On the left-hand side, there is slightly less wind, but not that much less. That's why Kulksavnice is in the lead. But if the right wind shift is coming, Turkcinovic is going to... Yeah.
He might be the first one to reach the windward mark, though he does have a teammate arriving. Watch out for the friendly fire. And no,
Double
it's going to be
here.
might be Brest Power and Jakub reaching the mark first. No mark trap whatsoever. It is kind of risky to do this in a 9v9. You do want to penalize your teammates.
Yeah,
and you
but
don't
the
want your actions
Jakub can do
too
it.
much.
He's only have pink around.
Yeah. Jakub is probably safe to do it indeed. He has 3 Frenchmen right behind him, but he's going to sail fast and stay on Brest Power's tail.
I believe at the moment is a really good combo for the French.
Yeah, we started the race with the 5 Polish in the top 9, and we're now with 6 French.
With the 5 Polish in the last 6 position. Yeah. So that is really a game changing here.
Meanwhile, Brest Power and Jakub are pulling away from the rest of the fleets. Jakub staying on Brest Power's tail, but actually Crickville and Gyansulik, I believe, are not far behind. So they're gonna might be able to get Jakub and push him back.
Yeah. Actually, Jakub is going really fast. Until Aquila is doing an amazing job. I gave a penalty to Black Panther, try to get the position here. Amazing job by the Polish female player that is going to attend the World Championship. And at the moment, I still believe is a French one, but is kind of not that sure again. Even if Jakub would just get a penalty.
Well, according to the ranking on the left, it's a 1-2-3 for the French, which is a pretty powerful position. It looks like we do have a bit more red on the bottom of the ranking. If the French do win this round, that means that they would have won the counter with 4 points.
Yeah.
And then it's just a matter of whether it's going to be a decisive win or a narrow win. Well, a win is going to bring you 3 points, and if you manage to transform that into a decisive win, you're going to get a bonus point, bringing it up to 4. And the French and the overall standings are currently 3rd, tied with the Polish.
And that's really important for the Polish to at least have a narrow loss in case, just to make sure that they do not lose the lead from the too much point from the lead.
Yeah, so far in the overall standings, we're going to go over them quickly. Japan is still in lead, so played 2 of their matches and decisive wins for each of them. Penalty here for Klugzevnice. Probably wanted to do a mark trap, but did not go as planned.
To be honest, now is not that easy. I still believe it's French, but like 80 to 90. So whatever happened in this downwind is going to change a lot on what's going to happen. I mean, points can be easily lost.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very tight. It's going to be very tight, whatever happens. We do see, well, in the last 8 positions, it's going to be, well, 6 positions is going to be 4 Polish, but they don't have last place. So I was saying,
the Polish need to give a couple of penalties here.
Yeah, they need to slow them down, make sure the teammates catch up, put the French a bit behind, put them in a difficult position. What's happening in front between so Brest Power and Gyansulik just flew away. They're like 150 meters lead on the 3rd player for Mansky. So it is going to be a 1-2 guaranteed for the French. Furmansky is going to get 3rd place, but then between Crickville and is that Korba? No, Zimus. It's going to be tied. I think Zimus is actually going to take it. Korba coming in on the left. And is Crickville is gonna reach that finish line first.
Now it's your mess, my friend.
And
because this
here,
one will be a really tight one. On the first 9 player, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 French, 4 Polish. On the last position is Antila Aquila, then Capitonian Trap Barbie. You know, it's really, really tough. It will be probably 82 to 87 kind of thing. I'm just putting numbers here, but
and in
sorry,
favor of
I
who?
was so. That's the question. I forgot to put the arena information. I was too excited on this one.
I'm gonna do the scoring. You can concentrate on putting the arena and starting the race if I'm taking too much time.
Yeah, no worries. It's difficult, this one. You still
But
have
it
like
does
3
it
minutes.
does look like we do have more French in the first half.
Yeah, you have one more though. Having the 1-2 is good, but it's not a guarantee that.
It's gonna be a French win.
Yeah, how much?
So the Polish have a 91, and the French have 80.
So 70,
80 to 91.
80?
Yep.
80 to 91 is 5 points. It's 5 points because the middle is 85. So with
It
5
is
less
it is
points,
fairly
you tied
close,
it
yeah.
up. I told you it was a really, really close one. Is it super confusing? Yes and no, because it's fun in this way because you cannot do much calculus, but you need to make sure that you give pen to every opponent you have, and in that way it's super fun, to be honest. I've been in there in the 10v10 last year, and the 49er are the fun ones, but the Nakra were the madness. Because Nakra, you can laugh up a lot, you can do whatever. It's a mess. So, race 6, Antila Aquila, Vari Slidlo against Barbie, Azere, and Jinsu. I would say slightly advantage of the Polish, to be honest. What do you think?
Well, I think I'm going to agree with you. The Polish have 3 very good players. Very the captain Attila Kila, one of the finalists this year. Shidwell Finn, also a very good player.
Another semi-finalist. Yeah.
Yeah, semi-finals.
On the other side, Azir is another level, but Barbie and Jinsu, I believe they are a little bit lower than the Polish counter side. And I'm giving the start if you want.
Yep, go for it. It is 29, all 6 players in. It is a go for this race number 6.
Do you think we will see a narrow win for the French or a decisive one?
I think it's going to be a narrow.
So one between this and the next race.
I think if the Polish manage to score 2 rounds against the Italians.
You believe also is going to manage the 2 rounds against the French?
Yeah, at least 2 rounds, yeah.
2 or 3, that's the question.
That is the question, but I don't think it's going to be a decisive.
Especially in this race.
I gotta say,
yeah,
sorry, go for it.
Azir, Crickville, Nice, and Judifra. It's a really formidable team. I believe the second point, if it's coming, is coming here. If not, is a 6-1.
I was going to say that Chris got the prediction wrong. He predicted a 4-3 for Poland.
Yep.
France will win statistically. They have already won this encounter, because the most the Polish can get now is to 4-3. So whatever happens, France won the encounter. The only difference now is, are they gonna win it decisively? So with a 6-1, or are they gonna win it narrowly with a 5-2 or a 4-3?
Yeah. At the moment, Antila Aquila have a big issue that she needed to cover both Barbie and Jinsu, and she need to be fast, so none of them can reach to her. So in the meantime, Vari and Jedlo are going to enjoy with Azir, having a lot of fun. And Azir cannot come back to have them. That's the
Well, not yet,
most
at
important
least. We
stuff.
are still on the first leg, so there is going to be the downwind, the long downwind right after that, and finishing with another upwind. As long
Yeah,
as
but you
they
do not want to lose right now the first position.
no,
And
of
if
course, if you
the
wanna, if you,
Polish are smart enough, they can keep both of them in the back. Both of the French in the back. Oh,
they've got
massive right wing shift, and Vari can get. No, he's not going to get the first position, but
Sarah was the first in the mark zone, but Very has the inside, and Very takes the penalty from Acer. Well defended by him. He is going to have to slow the Polish down as much as he can if he wants his teammates to get back into it.
yep. The question is here. You both try to get Azir so he cannot come down, or what?
Well, Acer is doing the mark trap, so and I think it was pretty obvious that he was going to do this. So the tactic is exactly what the Polish just did, is to try to bait him and get two of them to pass without taking the penalty, and then spreading out so that he cannot, well, he has to choose one and cannot cover both.
Yeah.
So I think it
Shedwo
was
is going 7.7 knots. Oh, this is tricky because you do not know where the wind coming from. I believe Shedwo is going for the right one.
Gansuluk was going a bit faster. But Shedwa is going to reach. No, Shedwa's might going to reach
Yeah, this is a
stronger
really
win over
tough
there.
one.
Well, he is alone on the left. Everyone else is on the right. So obviously, we keep saying it. It's team racing. It doesn't really matter if well, arriving first isn't the goal. It's to make sure that your teammates arrive before the other team's players.
Yeah, a massive left wing shift is coming. So Jinsu will have a huge advantage. But also on the right hand side, look, Jinsu is going 7 knots.
Yeah, he was being
8
slowed down by Attila
knots.
and Kila and by his
Jedwo is
teammate.
still going, yeah, and Jedwo is going still 7 knots. You know.
Well, Barbie over here has 16 knots of wind, and Shidwell has almost 16.9, almost 17 knots of wind.
Yeah, now it's in the wind.
Yeah.
In the wind.
We're going to focus on the right over there. This is where most of the players are, and this is where most of the action is going to take place.
Yeah.
So as before in a 3v3, you want to score 10 points or less. That is your goal. So if you have number 2 and 3, just do not finish 6. If you have 1, try to get a 1 and 2 or 1 and 3. And Attila Kila pushing towards Gansuluk and managing to put a penalty on him. That is well played by her. And
Let's see
meanwhile,
if
the rest,
Shudwo can do something here.
it's gonna be a messy mark rounding, I think.
Amazing job by
Yeah.
Shudwo. Let's see if Vari can take the position over. over
Barry
Barbie.
is,
Look
yeah,
at here, look at here. Amazing job by Barry. Let's see if Shadow can still be taking the inside from Azir and then getting the penalty. No, he's in a mess position, but he can go around. Amazing job. Oh, almost.
that was well defended by the French. Nice try by the Polish.
No.
Still not
Vari, you
over.
need to keep the first. Vari need to keep the first, and the Jinsu need, as Jedwa needed to attack Jinsu, while Antila is trying to get the fifth position. No, Vari. What are you doing, mate?
They
Wrong
probably have
tactic,
their own.
wrong point.
They probably have their own strategy. Thinking about it, probably discussing about it. We do see all the players over here
You see,
in their own voice channels.
they are too excited and is going to get a penalty. No, yes, no. But at the moment, the Jinsu is going so fast. He's going to take the first position, and now it's too late. They still have to stay with one player, get him the penalty, and at the moment is finished for the Polish. Fifth point for France. 1-3, and really bad mistake from Vari. Really bad. You have to keep the first. Shadow needs to stay on Jinsu, and Antila needed to go faster. Nothing of that happened, and that's why Polish lose
Oh, he
this
did try
round.
a small dial down just as you were speaking on
Wait
Azir.
once, yeah.
Didn't get
Look here.
any penalties. Everything's going to be decided with these last few meters. Number 1 for France, so as long as they stay away from that 6th position, they are good. Penalty here by on Barbie.
To be honest, I'm not sure if Barbie can reach the mark. Can we reach the finish before that? And no, but is 1-2 is 1 to France. Is 1-2
Yeah,
France.
1-2 for France. That was actually very close.
Yeah, it was decided much earlier than that. So.
Well, they almost turned it around again in that last round, or last few meters.
Yeah, but I told you, was really a bad choice from Bari in this case. He had to keep the first position. He doesn't need to help them. Zaido needed to help Antila on Jinsu, stay on him and make sure that he doesn't have any problem. And
that is now 5-1 for the French.
Yeah. And I believe in the last one, the French have an amazing roster with Clickville, Stefan Gazan, Zavnice, and Julie Fra against Jakub Miesko-Morawski, that is good, Kryziesk, and Timianek.
Nice. Met saying good job to the French. Isaac with the GG. Moritz, Oscar question, which match are we streaming tomorrow? So tomorrow there are 2 matches. There is Italy versus Sweden, and there is Germany versus... Forgot who? Let me check that.
You're doing Germany. I'm doing Italy versus Sweden. So.
Yeah, but we're streaming the Germany versus Germany versus Switzerland.
Sure. Switzerland, yeah.
So Germany versus Switzerland is going to be streamed, and Italy versus Sweden is going to be recorded. Meanwhile, so race number 7 is the last race in F50, so a very fast race in the reaching course, the new one, so with a smaller starting area, a narrower racing area than the classic one we were using before. Race is going to start at 41, so in just a minute. I
Less than that.
I see an extra French. Here we go.
I see an extra French. Boom.
Too many French in the 44. There were 5 of them in there. Do we have the correct people racing?
So from the Polish team, Janek, Krysiak, Jakub, and Miecko. Yes.
Okay.
From the French, we should have Azir, Krikville, Xavnice, and Julie Fra.
Okay, yep, so we're all good. 41, all
Can I
8
start?
players are in. It's a go for race number 7.
Guys, enjoy the fun. Let's see if the Polish can manage a 5-2 in this last race, stealing a point to the French. So in this kind of race, with the new race course, starting from the boundary do not give you enough speed for the starting line. So you normally start on like coming away from the starting line, then jibe and get the maximum speed. So you're in that way you're sure that you're going at the fastest speed ever. And you need to start like 10 or 13 seconds before the start. So
Well, they are used to their
is it time?
yeah, to their previous starting. So the why they're starting so far away was, as Alberto just said, trying to get maximum speed when you hit that start line. Reaching that first reaching mark and that first gate is very important if you want to have a great start. Looks like we're going to have a better start from the French.
Yeah. Without too much of a doubt, Mieszko Morawski, the only one that is going to give us some. Jakub,
He's being
amazing
pushed
start.
away. But Ser Jakub had a great start. Julie Fra is going to try to penalize him and does just that, which means that Julie Fra and Ser are going to pull ahead, and Krikvin might be able to as well.
Yeah.
As they're reaching the first gate, and they're going to go back upwind to another gate at the top. And currently
Everybody
it's
looking
23
for
for
the
the
left.
French.
Yeah. Penalty to Miecko from Xavnice. But look at Krysiak on the right hand side.
He is in a light area, but he does have starboard advantage. If he can get into trying to cut one of the French, but looks like he is just in sync to pass between all the boats.
Yeah, but he's coming on a left wing shift now, probably.
Yeah, so he's going to have the wind while the others are going to go towards light winds. They're going to have to tack before reaching the wind. Let's go back to Acer and Julie Fra.
The thing is, if Jakub can give a penalty to Krikville, the game can open.
But Jakub just took a boundary penalty. Sailing
is
too
the
close
commentator
to the limit.
thinks, right? Look here, penalty. See if penalty for France. Oh,
As they're gonna do some sort of dial down onto Jakub,
a really bad one.
and decides at the end to go on the left mark. Meanwhile, Tim Janik and Krizek both took some penalties from the French. Well, I'm going to assume it's from the French and not friendly fire.
Yeah.
So which means that with that move,
only hope.
Yeah, with that move, Sarah gave second place to Jakub.
And Judy Fry is here to help.
The F50 is going to be a very hard boat to like completely master in team racing because it's so fast. One small mistake in your maneuver can and put you in a bad spot, give you the penalty, and then you're losing your position for sure.
Even attack more, even
Acer is
not going to
dialing
the right
down
position.
onto Jakub. He's put the penalty on Jakub.
Yeah, I really wanted to have 1, 2, 3, 4 for this
Yeah.
one. This last round. I told you
And
that the roster was too good for the French for this last race.
I think the F50
It
is one
was.
of Acer's strong boats. And was that a friendly fire? Jakub dialing down
Yeah.
on his teammate, but taking the penalty himself.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Julie Fra is pretty much alone in front. No big issue. Just do not take the boundary penalty.
To be honest, Trimianic at the moment looks really fast.
But he's gonna have to be
is going.
yeah, it's gonna have to be very fast because this is gonna be the last downwind onto the reaching finish. Dial down on Tim Janik, well, from Tim Janik onto was that Crickville. He didn't manage to put the penalty. He took the penalty himself, but then Crickville went out of boundaries, so 50-50 50-50 success on that dial down, and Julie Fra is alone on that reaching mark. He's going to finish first and calmly, and watch out for the starboard. Acer onto Miesco again is going to try to put his last teammate Crickville into third or fourth position. So it's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4 for the French in this last race.
Yeah. This combo, I believe, is unbeatable, right?
This combo was very skillful. It did not help that we did see some friendly fire, some out of bounds on their Swedish side, but 1, 2, 3, 4 for the French is a show of how much they like this boat.
Yeah.
Which
Do
makes
you want
it
to wrap up?
Yep, that's
or sorry. Yeah. We finished the race here. 6-1 for Poland.
First gonna confirm the scores.
Yeah, sorry. So next match will be tomorrow, Germany versus Switzerland.
Exactly, Germany versus Switzerland at 8 p.m. UTC, I believe, is the match that is going to be streamed. But before that, it is indeed a 6-1 for France. So congratulations to them. That is a decisive win for them. That's going to bring them 4 points. So that's going to put them ahead, I believe, in the overall ranking, even though they do have one extra match than the rest. A decisive loss for Poland for the next match. So as you were saying, it's going to be Germany versus Switzerland tomorrow at 8 p.m. UTC, streamed on the Twitch channel. At the same time, there is going to be Italy versus Sweden. Alberto is going to record that race, and he will give us updates as the evening goes on. So from time to time, you will receive updates from that match. I just want to show you then the overall standings as well after this match. So that means that 3 games were played by France and Poland. That's the second win for France.
So it will be the lead, right?
Which means that's
it will be like 4 for 8 points. No, 9 points for France, right?
They are currently at 5 plus the 4. That is going to be 9 points for France. I'm going to show you the overall standings in just a bit.
Yeah. So 9 points for France. So it's going to be in the lead. The second position for Japan with 8 points. Let's see if my mind can help me. I believe a third position will be for Italy, 7 points.
Thank you, Moritz.
Fourth position will be Poland with 6. Then we have. Thank you, Moritz, for coming here, guys.
Sorry, I'm struggling with the rankings coming right up.
No worries, no worries. I believe some points can be done from the Polish, but to be honest, the point they lost on the 3v3 mix J70, bad tactical decision, and no good positioning in the racing area. Even if could be finished like 5-2, 6-1 is a better result from what we saw tonight. So I was right until position number 4.
But yeah, there you have the
standings
on your screen. So France taking first place now with their third match, 9 points in total. Japan second with 8 points, Italy third with 7 points, Poland fourth with 6 points, Sweden fifth with 4 points, Germany sixth with 3 points, and Switzerland seventh with 3 points as well.
Yeah.
Next match, as we said, is going to be Germany versus Switzerland. And sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying?
No. I'm saying that I really want to see which one will be the first match that Japan and ITA were going to lose, because I believe that will be the battle between the two of them, and the only loss they will have will be between them. What do you think? Probably Japan against France can be a tricky one.
Yeah, Japan versus France is going to be an interesting one. Italy versus Japan is going to be an interesting one. Japan versus Poland can also be an interesting one. That already happened, actually.
Yeah.
But the Japanese so far have done Japanese have done 2 matches so far and had decisive wins on both of them, whereas Italy had 2 matches and 1 decisive win against France, nonetheless.
No, Japan they do not just have 2 decisive wins; they have 2 7-0.
Yeah, they had a perfect thing. So far, only Japan and Italy are in for the Grand Slam in that round robin. But I guess it's time for us to wrap it up. Thank you all for joining us. This was a very interesting match for sure. We're going to see more of these teams as the day continues. We're more or less going to have 1 match per day until the 17th to finish off the round robins. We'll see you all tomorrow for Germany versus Switzerland. This has been Oscar, your host, with Alberto, and I wish you all a good night.
Good night.